Hello everyone, welcome back to Rob's Movie Reviews. I post a new video every Monday, be sure to check back. I'll be talking about all kinds of movies. If you like what you're seeing, please by all means hit that like button, subscribe, and let your friends know about the channel. Now today, I want to talk to you about a movie that has to be considered one of the crown jewels of the 1950s Hollywood science fiction era, the true first golden age of science fiction, so to speak, in Hollywood. It's a collaboration between MGM and Walt Disney, which is very rare because Walt Disney hardly ever does collaborations with other studios. This movie was released in 1956. It had an influence that reached for many, many years to come. Throughout the 60s and 70s, filmmakers would look back to this movie for inspiration. I'm talking about none other than Forbidden Planet. It stars Leslie Nielsen, Anne Francis, Walter Pidgeon, and one of my favorite characters in the movie, making his first feature film appearance, Robbie the Robot. This is a tremendous movie. It's a great movie if you're a true science fiction fan. You've probably already seen it. If you haven't, you really need to see this movie. This is a must for science fiction fans. I like to look at this film as kind of a cautionary tale. It's about a deep space exploration ship that gets sent to check on a group of scientists from Earth who set up a scientific colony for experimental research on a distant planet, Altair 4, in the Altair star system, and Earth has lost contact with them. Now, upon arriving, they discover that only one member of the group and his daughter are still alive, that the rest of the scientists were all killed. They also find out that the ruins of an ancient civilization dating back millions and millions of years before our own was found in the caverns beneath the planet's surface. And the cautionary part of the film, in my opinion, is that we find out this civilization was destroyed by its own technology. They became so technologically advanced and created things with so much immense power that they could actually run their technology with their minds. And what they forgot to take in account was, even though their society had tens of thousands of years earlier moved on past their more animalistic instincts, that they still existed in their subconscious. And unfortunately, that was picked up by the technology and ultimately became their downfall and the destruction of their world and of their people. It is a great film. I think it's probably one of the best science fiction movies ever made. It was released in 1956. Now, even though I wouldn't consider this one of her best performances, you can see little glimmers here and there of the great actress that Anne Francis would eventually become. Leslie Nielsen, on the other hand, in one of his few non-comedic roles, delivers a very strong performance, very believable, very powerful. He did a wonderful job in this movie. Walter Pidgeon, of course, come on, seasoned veteran actor. Even at the time this film was made, his performance was outstanding. And Robbie the Robot, what can I say? He was awesome. He would go on to have a very big career. He would appear in all sorts of television shows and movies throughout the 60s and 70s and even into the 1980s. So if you have not already seen Forbidden Planet and you're a true science fiction fan, you have got to get out and get this movie, or look it up on Netflix, Hulu, or whatever streaming service you use. But you need to see this movie. This is one of the best science fiction films ever made. And this is a short video this week. I don't want to really tell you a whole lot about this movie. I want you to sit down and watch it for yourself. Trust me, you will be happy that you did. Now, next week I'm going to be doing a little more contemporary. My first video on a more recent release. I'm going to do a review of the recently released Bohemian Rhapsody. So if you're a Queen fan, check back next week and get my review on Bohemian Rhapsody. And until then, you all take care.